Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. Today we're discussing, of course, some NFL news, updates, rumors, reports, everything you can think of. We're discussing that. As you guys know, over the weekend, we've seen a lot of the young talent, a lot of the young rookie quarterbacks go out there and make their debut in the NFL. Some notable names, of course, being Cam Ward. He played against the Buccaneers. He went out there and played a little bit. Was 5 for 8, 67 yards. You can see the power he have, of course, in his arm, the drive. Of course, he have his arm, his footwork, and his pocket presence is nice. So I think he's gonna do well with the Titans. Maybe first year might not be the best since the Titans don't really have the craziest group of weapons on their team, but they do have some pieces, of course, here and there. That's some all right pieces here and there like that for him to work with. Of course, got a veteran over there like Tyler Lockett too as well to help a young quarterback too. So we'll see how things kind of go with that. But I think the Titans can definitely build into being something nice with Cam Ward at the helm of things. We also seen, of course, Shador Sanders, a guy who's been getting a lot of negativity, mostly because of his last name and because when you like kind of like Bronny James, a lot of the great players who have like children or something like that, they get a lot of knack for their last name. Plus, Shador Sanders has been getting covered since he was in high school. Remember, Overtime on YouTube, they was recording him like a reality show when he was in high school. Then they get to this right here, had their own show on Amazon Prime, Jackson State. He did big things there. Then got to Colorado. They kept turning that around a little bit. The first year started off cool. And then they had a losing streak at one point. A lot of those games was very close games, so you watch them, but his numbers are still very good. Then the following year, he won 9 games with 9-4 and did that thing, of course, as well. But the hate gonna come, of course. But one thing I love about Shador Sanders, he always block out the noise and go out there and perform and play at a good level. And he played pretty good. 14 for 23, 138 passing yards and 2 touchdown passes. And that throw he made, a touchdown throw he made to his tight end, well, both of them was to tight end. Well, the one he made to tight end that corner, that right there was a elite level throw right there. Not too many quarterbacks made that throw. Not too many quarterbacks in his draft class made a throw. Of course, Cam Ward can make it, and maybe Jackson Dart, maybe. But Shador Sanders, that throw he threw in the tight window, you got a defender on the tight end, and you have somebody coming this way, and you got to zip it in there like that, and only your guy can get it. And that was right there was a beautiful throw. So it was a nice performance by him as well. I love his ability to make quick decisions as well. Now he stopped doing that spin around stuff. A lot of young quarterbacks do that. You're gonna see that a lot from the Cam Wards, the Jackson Darts, the Shadors. When you get opportunity to play, a lot of young quarterbacks do that. We seen that from Caleb Williams last year. Mahomes was doing it a lot too early on, trying to like run and keep things alive. Now in college that can work, but when you playing against some of these NFL guys, and I seen that little clip of Myles Garrett was saying that he asked Shador Sanders was joking with Myles Garrett. He said, "Well, that spin would have worked on you." He said, "No." He said, "I would have been right there like that." Some guys are. Edge rushers are different like that. TJ Watts and Myles Garrett and Max Crosby's, those guys gonna get you. You do that little spin stuff, you're gonna be strip stacked or lose about 20 yards messing with them. So I feel like you just gotta go out there, and if it's not there, just throw it away. But I like his decision making though. His decision making was cool. His accuracy was very cool as well like that. He was poised and confident as well. But, a lot of people was rooting against him to fail. Like, oh, we just told you guys he don't deserve to be drafted, this or that. But he went out there and played pretty well like that. And early on, the first quarter, he was playing against some of the starters like that as well, and he already had his starting receivers because Jerry Judy was not playing, and so like that. So he was playing with some guys who were the twos and going out there and making big time plays. So I like what I seen from Shador Sanders. That was cool. I also like what I seen from Jackson Dart as well. And Jackson Dart, like I mentioned before, I think he's a cool player. I'm not the highest on Jackson Dart. I thought Jackson Dart was cool and solid as a player, but I feel like I need to see a little bit more. There's a little bit more like that to see from him. But I did like what I seen in preseason, so I can tell he's been developing, of course, over the training camp and stuff like that. He has that quick release, of course, as well like that. He was very comfortable back there in the pocket as well, and made a lot of big time plays. He was 12 for 19, 154 passing yards, 1 touchdown as well. So I like what I seen from Jackson Dart. Those are some of the top 2 notable ones like that, because those guys, both of those guys have a lot of negativity coming in, because a lot of people are saying like, why did the Giants draft Jackson Dart? He's gonna suck. He's not gonna be good or that like that. So he got some stuff on him too. Shador Sanders got some stuff on him too as well. So they're gonna go out there and showcase why they belong here. Of course, it's just preseason, but go out there and showcase why you belong and showcase that you can hang with some people. It's cool. But when the regular season pops up and they get an opportunity, because I know Russell Wilson's gonna be starter, so we don't know if Jackson Dart gonna play this year unless something crazy happens or something. And Shador Sanders, same thing. Joe Flacco probably the starter, but we don't know if Joe Flacco was a little older. We've seen him get banged up a few times with the Colts last year and everything, of course, and with the Browns before too. So he could possibly may not finish the season. So you might see maybe Shador Sanders pop up or Dylan Gabriel. No, they like Dylan Gabriel, so we'll see. But wherever Shador Sanders or Jackson Dart get the opportunity, I think they're gonna showcase why they belong. Moving on next, quarterback who I'm not high on at all like that. So Shador Sanders and Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart, I liked him. I think he's cool, but still a little. I had to see a little bit more and more from him. But I'm getting more and more likeness from him. And Shador Sanders, I liked him a lot out of college. I watched him since he was in high school as well, seeing him develop into a good quarterback and stuff. I know he have a tendency of holding the ball long sometimes like that, but I feel like that can get something that can be taken out a little bit. I like those two, Jackson Dart and Shador. But Tyler Shaw, I can't lie to you. I'm not a hater, but I just don't see it a little bit. I know he went out there and played pretty good yesterday with the Saints. He was 15 for 22, 165 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Spencer Rattler did play solid as well, 2 7 for 11, 53 yards as well. So we'll see what happens. We don't know if Tyler Shaw going to be the starter just initially right off the bat, most likely probably. But Spencer Rattler, I liked him a lot in college. I know he had moved to college at different times from Oklahoma. When him and Caleb Williams was there, then he moved, of course, to not USC. He moved to South Carolina as well. He moved there and became a quarterback there, of course, as well. He got a lot of talent too, so we'll see how things go. The Saints is an organization that needs a lot of rebuilding, but you do have, of course, Kellen Moore calling your plays and stuff, so it should help out a lot for the young quarterbacks. But we'll see how things go. I'm not really too high upon Tyler Shaw. I feel like the Saints kind of reached with that pick, but we'll see. I hope he does well. I don't want to put him at downfall, but I hope he does well. I just don't see it fully. But moving on next, Travis Hunter. We did see him play, of course. Play both sides of the ball as well. My boy Caleb Johnson, the Steelers running back, he kind of ran him over on one of those plays too. But we've seen him play on both sides of the ball, which is very cool to see. So I don't know what he's going to be. They got him as a starting receiver, and they got him as cornerback number 2. And maybe some games it might be different. He might be receiver number 2, maybe cornerback number 1. You never know like that. So he might be switching it around here and there depending on how things kind of shape out. I think maybe they probably do it like that, where like certain games he'll play more snaps on the offense, then he play defense, and some games he'll play more snaps on defense, he play offense. But there's no time you gotta make sure you like balance and manage it, because he get injured, you lose 2 players technically, because you be missing a cornerback and you be missing a receiver like that. So you want to make sure everything is cool and you manage it well. He's a very good athletic individual, so we'll see how things kind of go out there with him, of course. But I think he definitely, it'd be crazy. You see him go out there, and he might win MVP, be first receiver and cornerback. Well, I don't know if any cornerback won MVP before. It probably happened to somebody maybe in the old days, maybe. But he might be the first receiver, to win MVP. Right there, receiver, cornerback. With the same instance, he go out there as receiver 1, and he put up because we seen Brian Thomas do it last year too, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. With the same instance, Travis Hunter go out there and put up 1,000 yards, 1,200 yards on offense. He had like 7 touchdowns, of course, 75 catches, and then on defense, you go out there and get 5 interceptions and have good defensive coverage grade like that as well. A guy doing on both sides of the thing, you might have to. I don't know if he'll win that his rookie season, but I feel like it'll be one day in the future, maybe next year, the year before, after that, year 3, where he kind of get into his prime. And he go out there and put up some crazy numbers on offense, and then on defense, you're like, man, this be the first he might. What if he win Offensive Player of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year? That could possibly happen. You never know. He go out there and put up some Patrick Surtain-like numbers defensively, and then on offense, he go out there and put up like some crazy numbers. You'd be like, oh, he put up 1,400 receiving yards. He scored 12 touchdowns. He had this amount of rushing yards as well because they got some handoffs and stuff he scored there, and all type of things. That might be one of the greatest seasons ever like that. So I hope he does stay healthy and able to produce like he did in college in the NFL like that at a good level, because that'd be crazy to see somebody go out there and be a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year and an Offensive Player of the Year like that. And then if they win, they candidate for both of those, you gotta give them an MVP like that as well too, because they were both sides, they were one of the most valuable players like that. So that'd be interesting. We got to see how he looks, of course, in regular season, because it's preseason, of course. You see, he only played like a little bit in preseason. I want to see how he looks in real game action and how they're going to utilize him. But right there is crazy. We also see, of course, some free agents. There's some free agents out there still left. We know who's still looking to go on certain teams. Mark Cooper, I thought he retired at first. I got bamboozled a little bit. I thought Mark Cooper was retired, but I said that was a fake report, fake rumor. And he's still playing, he's still active. So he just haven't signed with anybody. So I know Keenan Allen went back to the Chargers, so we'll see where Mark Cooper goes. You have him still left. After him, you got Gabe Davis and other players still available out there. Rasul Douglas, I said Douglas. Douglas, the cornerback. I think the Dolphins, somebody got to be looking at him. I had to bring him in. I think it's free agency because this was made, I think, 2 days ago. So I think some of these guys are still free agents. I don't think they're been signed yet. George Fant is still here. And Sunday Samuel Jr. is still free agent, right? Yeah, I think so. Justin Simmons, of course. And then you got Zadarius Smith. I'm surprised the Lions haven't brought him back yet. But we'll see what happens. But Sunday Samuel Jr., I'm surprised it's taking this long. I don't know if the injury is still there or not, but yeah, it's the Eagles. Yeah, I think he's still free agent. This is crazy. So I don't know. I don't know where exactly he's gonna land. We'll find out eventually and see where it goes. But this is basically all the news I have for today's video. Let me know down below what you guys think about the rookie quarterback debuts and what you think about some of those players over the preseason. And I'll see you guys when I see you next time on the channel, which will probably be tomorrow. Peace out.